For life, man. Alright, here we go, guys. What's up, Johnny?
Hey,
How's it going, brother?
good man. All right, let's see.
You sound tired.
Yeah, was up late.
Alright, here we go, guys. Alright, you gotta mute the stream, otherwise you're gonna hear what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah? You got it?
got it. All right, that was
Alright, how's it going, man?
good. Good.
Say hello to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Get your tweets going, guys. Get going crazy, because we got Johnny on the cast now. This is a long time coming, right, Johnny?
Yeah, it is a long time coming. Is that Tom?
Tom's there, yeah. That's Tom that we met.
Yeah, I know him.
Good guy. We got a few people that have come because of your Facebook, so thank you very much for that. It helps out my channel as well. So.
Yeah, I should have done it earlier.
Well, it was like yesterday when you said, "All right, we'll do it tomorrow." I didn't see that till this morning.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was like, "Oh man, I've got like 6 hours to try and post this everywhere that I could." So.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna be playing Devil May Cry 4 whilst we chat here, and I'm probably gonna do really bad. But I don't know if there's any like stories that you got from making this, because it's quite a while away now, wasn't it? Like 6 years. So
Yeah, it was some time ago. What's up, guys? All right.
Can you rename the bot to JYB bot? JY bot? Sure, you can name anything after JYB. Was playing a bunch of iShine as well and getting everybody hyped, so we got people excited, man. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Yeah, no, cool, man. Hey, I might have to bounce in and out of here just because of my little girl, and then I got some guys working in the studio right now.
Not a problem, not a problem. Yeah, I wasn't sure how long you was going to be available for it anyway, so yeah.
Oh, good. So Devil May Cry 4, yeah, a long time ago. We did that in Japan. Did the motion capture, and we did voiceover, obviously, and it was a good time, actually. It was really interesting, though, with the Japanese guys, how they, because, like, I mean, you see it now, like, when you're playing the game, and it looks awesome, It's got the world around you, but for us, it was just a giant empty warehouse, and we had to just pretend all that stuff was there,
Yeah.
Like this right here is just me running across a little platform of these mats or whatever, And so.
That's so cool, though. Like, I had no idea how motion capture worked. Did you have all the balls on your arms, on your thing?
Yeah, you wear a suit, and they gotta put all these little shiny balls on you. Well, it's different now, because this was a while ago when they had to do it that way. But they basically had all these little shiny balls all over the suit, and that's how it would read your movements. But now I think they can do it without all that stuff. But yeah, it's a good time.
Is this the only game you've done motion capturing for?
I did mocap for what was it? There's another binary domain. I did mocap for in Japan as well.
I didn't know that you was a part of that. I've seen that around everywhere, and I've never picked it up. I didn't know you was a part of that until I saw it on Wikipedia today. I had to do my research a little bit. So
yeah, it's weird. I mean, they hired me to play a Japanese guy and speak with broken English, It's just weird in Japan, so it's kind of strange to go to Japan to speak with a broken English accent when they could have just got anybody.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. What's up, guys? Everybody coming in. It's good to see you. Yeah, Johnny knows I got a big tattoo on my arm. Johnny's seen it. That's kind of how me and Johnny first got talking. Was me stalking iShine a lot.
Yeah, we just finished tracking all the drums on our next album.
Oh, cool. When's that scheduled?
Well, I was
Christmas?
hoping. Yeah, it's definitely going to be before Christmas. It's probably going to end up being around November or something like that. Around Thanksgiving is when we'll have it all done. Yeah, but it's right now all of our favorite album. Out of all of our albums, that's our favorite so far. Basically, if you've liked any of our songs ever, you're gonna love this album.
That's cool. I'm excited. I finally got to sit down and listen to the remastered version of My Paper Kingdom. and that was actually one of my least favorite albums beforehand out of all of the ones that you've done. And it's grown to be one of my favorites now. It sounds tons better.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing with Red Stripes, White Lights as well. We're going back and
see, that's my favorite. So.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's actually my favorite. So.
Yeah, we're remastering that one, and we a little bit of rebooting it too. There's a couple songs that needed to be redone as far as like the recording, because the original drive that was all on got toasted, so we had to redo it.
I just saw in the chat, Broken English thinks he's famous now because there's someone in the chat called Broken English, and you're talking about being a guy with broken English in binary domain.
Right. Rogan, it's fangirling. Oh, okay, I guess I should be reading these things, huh?
Yeah. Feel free to shout at people and call them names. It's all good.
All right, what does it say? What's the name of that song you showed Nero and I when you're... Oh, that song's called So Majestic. It's not out yet. I wonder if I have it on here. Let's see. Oh, I just have the... Let me see if this will work. I'll play you guys. This is... It's only the beginning of it, really. But I'll play you a little bit of this song.
Right. Let me, I'll have to mute Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is to the background. The main thing of this is chatting with Johnny and getting your guys' questions, answers, and stuff, and just having some fun. So don't worry too much about the story of Devil May Cry. That's just in the background.
All right, so it's so majestic, not too majestic.
Okay.
But here it is. This is just the beginning intro. This is the first time anybody's ever heard it live, and so this is unmixed also.
Right. Let's turn this all the way down then for that. That's cool, man.
That's all you get to hear.
That's awesome, man. Thank you, man. Obviously, that's coming from one computer to another through a mic as well. So, and it sounded that good. That's awesome, dude. That is really awesome. You should start listening to iShine. We got a command set up somewhere. It's not working at the minute. We got a bot that usually posts the iShine links and stuff, but it seems to be there we go. It is JY Bot. The name's been changed for you today. JYB Bot.
Nice.
Alright, better get playing this in a second. It's a long opening.
Yeah, cool. So that's gonna be our it's one of the singles. We got a couple of them. I don't know if I can play any of the others. You're probably not gonna be able to hear it because it's on the other computer.
Right.
But we got a couple of them on our new album that I think you guys are gonna dig totally. It's like it's probably the best writing I've done. So.
Alright, we got, what does it feel like to be in so many legendary franchises? Like, he was in the Pokemon Origins as Brock and Power Rangers and stuff.
Dude, I just feel fortunate, you know? I mean, I don't even know what's going on. I just go in and I audition along with everyone else, you know? And I just been fortunate, man.
It's amazing. It's like you've left a mark, you know.
Yeah. It's I'm pretty lucky to be able to be a part of a lot of things, you know. And it's great to get support from fans too, to know that they're not sick of me. I know some people are, but it's nice to know, you know. I mean, I really pour my heart out in everything I do, you know. And I think maybe that's probably a little bit more the key is just trying to be real in the emotion of the character. And you know, even if it's a silly character or whatever, it's just just giving my best, and it's just just been lucky.
Keeps you fresh and stuff.
Yeah.
JY just subscribe to the channel. JY.
Nice.
That's Brett, I think, behind that. Thanks for subbing to the channel, man. That helps me out a ton. Thank you so much for helping me keep doing this.
Yeah, cool, man. All right.
That's actually a good question I never thought to ask for. Is Power Rangers your first acting job?
It is, yeah. It was Power Rangers. That was the first thing that you can, I guess, say. It wasn't really acting, but yeah, you can say that was the first thing I did. Yeah, I moved out from, I auditioned in Texas, and I got another audition, a callback, basically, and they flew me out to California to audition again, and I booked the role, and I've been in California since, you know? All right, is JYB reading the chat? Yes.
AKP is always giving me rubbish, saying that I don't really know you, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go, all right? It does. Why would I be here then?
I'll pay you later, Johnny.
I don't do a whole lot of interviews now anymore. Yeah, I've been backing out of a bunch of them.
We won't call this an interview. We'll call this just hanging out.
There you go.
It's a nicer way of saying it.
Yeah, there you go. Wait, how did it feel to play Ichigo? Ichigo was one of the bigger roles that I've played. And it's been great, actually. It's kind of a little bittersweet that now it's ending, you know, and it's over. We did our last episode, and yeah, it's strange, actually.
That was my next question, because as somebody, I've never got into Bleach purely because when I found out about it was way too late for me. Like I'm always like, I don't know if I can take on all these filler episodes and stuff like that. Is it fully ending? They're not just changing cast or anything, are they?
No, well, I mean, as far as I know, it's ended. Like in Japan, stop doing it, you know. And oh shoot, I gotta take a call. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, buddy. All right.
Oh.
Alright, well, he's taking that call. Thank you so much, everybody, for being so awesome already. Keep those questions coming in. This is hopefully going to be, we're going to be doing this for a little while, so that's awesome. JWobot, I've given you the mod permissions. I got to try and play the game and focus on everything else. The anime's coming back. What's up, Kev? Happy birthday, by the way, man. I'm sorry I didn't give you the shout out that I should have a second ago. How you doing, buddy? Hey, what is up, Tugboat, as well? Tugboat is one of my best friends in the entire world, so everybody send some love to Tug. I saw one or two of the Bleach movies, but that's about I ever watched. Yeah, I'll be jumping on that as well, Broken. Dang, I'm getting wrecked here, but remember, guys, the gameplay's not the main thing right now, right? Right, guys?
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm building the guys and I, we've been we use my garage as like our studio, kind of rehearsing and recording all that stuff, and I decided it's just been so stinking hot in there, and I'm like, I better get an AC unit or something in there, and so I'm doing that, but I decided, I'm like, what the heck, why not just convert it and make it a studio? So I'm building a studio in there, and so I got to have some contractors come out and try to redo my floors and all that good stuff.
Sorry, my English. It'll end up being better for you, though, when it's easier to record and whatnot.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be taking pictures of it. I post it all on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, so you'll kind of see the progress if you're interested in all that stuff. Does Johnny read the manga for Bleach? No, I don't read the manga. Everybody's told me basically what's happened, and so it's kind of it's already ruined for me. That's kind of the problem with being involved in any kind of anime is people just they don't tell you. I mean, they will tell you what's going to happen in the end, but it kind of stinks. I like to be surprised.
I suppose as well when you're working on stuff, like you don't get to experience it the same way, do you? Like it's a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing that's kind of different. Is like for you guys, you get to sit there and watch it, and you get that experience, and then for for us, it's not quite like that, except for when we're actually doing the work, you know. But then you go and meet some people, and they tell you what's going to happen. You're like, oh, really? That's going to happen? I die? Great. What's this?
Broken spoke about the MMP Mighty Morphin Power Ranger reboot. Do you know much about that?
I don't. I have no idea what's going on with that. Yeah. Johnny what was it like to do stunts on True Blood? It was cool actually. A buddy of mine does a lot of stunt work and coordinates a lot of films and TV shows, and he needed some additional Asians to play some Yakuza guys, and so he gave me a call, and I was like, yeah, I was free, so it worked out. It was fun, man. I love doing any kind of martial arts, any kind of that stuff. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's right up my alley, you know. And so it was pretty cool to go in there and not have any other responsibility, but like just do some fight stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. What does that say? Hey, JYB, did you listen to the Eureka 7 OST? If so, do you have a favorite track? No. I mean, I when I watched it, you know, I did, you know, I heard stuff and I thought it was great, but I didn't actually listen to the actual soundtrack and all that good stuff. But I know it's good. What is yours and your band's favorite amps to use when performing live?
That's a technical question.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a great question too, man. To be honest with you, I like every single amp. I'm like one of those kind of weirdos that I just like to play all sorts of amps. I like Marshall, I like Orange, Mesa, I like Fender, I like everything because you can get a different sound from each one. You know, like I ended up buying like all these Tech 21 have these pedals, you know, where they emulate different amps, and I bought every single one of them because I just like to have different sounds. You know, it's like having a different instrument. You know, so. I'm not too picky. It's just, I mean, if I had to choose, Egnator's another one. Obviously, we're endorsed, but Orange Amp, I really like the Orange Amp because I feel like I can get around and get just about all my tones in one head, or that, or Marshall. I feel pretty comfortable with too.
Is there one specific? Are they the ones that you would take on tour with you? I guess. Or?
Well, usually we got them renting us backline. Like we're endorsed by Egnator, but the problem is that Egnator's not as huge. So when we go tour anywhere, they usually can't find Egnator. They can't get it. You know? And so they end up getting us, you know, Marshall or an Orange Amp if we can get that, or a mess. All right, let's see. Do you actually own any of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers memorabilia? Yes, I do. I got some stuff. But,
I remember having a Skype call with you guys before, and you were showing off these little Power Ranger figures you had with the flipping heads.
Oh, yeah.
I had a bunch of them when I was younger. I wish I kept all that stuff. I think I got some Power Ranger stuff, but not as much as I should have.
All right, so what's on the set list for Orlando Nerd Fest? That's in Florida, obviously. Well, maybe there's another place, Orlando somewhere. But you know what? That's a good question. That one, Maurice is going to play, and so yeah, you guys don't know my band, but Maurice has been my drummer for over 10 years, and he's taken off. So the thing is with him, he's got a new job now, and things are so we don't really have a chance to really rehearse a whole lot. So we got to play basically anything that he kind of already knows, and so. There will be a few songs off of our latest album. In fact, we will be playing one song from the newest album that's not out. And so there's quite a few from all of our albums. We picked like a handful from each album, and not exactly sure which ones. We kind of figure it out when we get there and see, because he doesn't have quite the amount of time that we do.
What's it looking like with replacement? Have you got a replacement for Maurice? Or?
Yeah, we've gone through a couple different people, at this point, and we found a guy that we're kind of, thinking is going to be our drummer now. But it usually takes about 3 to 6 months to find out if you guys get along. It's like the person's going to become family. You're traveling with them, so we'll take them on tour with us a couple places and see how things go. But so far, it's been pretty good. For our latest album, though, we ended up just hiring a a drummer, to lay down the tracks for this newest
Yeah,
album.
I guess there's no point Maurice learning them, right?
Yeah, there's no sense in having him go through it and figuring it all out and then, lay it down and then have to leave. It just doesn't seem to make sense.
Hey, look at that. I didn't do too bad in the game. I was sitting there getting shot all over. Got a rank A. I'm okay with that. How's your, what's your video game knowledge like? Like, do you get much time to play games yourself? If you do, what's your favorite?
And the only games I play are like the ones that are on iPad and stuff. Which actually, they think they have a DMC4 on there,
Really?
So they do, yeah. Because Polo actually has it on his iPhone. So yeah, if you're into it, you can check it out and download it and play it on your iPhone or.
Yeah, your iPhone. Did you play any when you was a little younger? Like.
Yeah, I mean,
did you grow up with any Nintendos or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean Mario Brothers, anything Mario Brothers. Ninja Gaiden I thought was pretty sweet. Right. Trying to recall. I mean, those are the ones that I remember because I wanted to grow up and be a ninja, so that Ninja Gaiden stuck with me. Gosh, I'm trying to remember. But see, back when I was growing up, they didn't have like all the cool stuff. Like, I mean, we had like old school. I'm talking Atari. Like we had Asteroids, or Tank, and that was just off the chain. It was just like, whoa, what is this? Sweet. Yeah. Get it now, and it's like this is a piece of crap. Yeah. So there's what is it, Galaga?
Yeah, but like, doesn't that just like make it so much more special that you've become like you played those games that you had 3 colors on the screen, and now pretty much you are in all these different games.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Well, the funny thing when I think about like those old games, and like I there's been a couple times where I think about it, I'm like, oh man, those old school games are pretty sweet, and then I like try to remember what it's like to be a kid and have that experience, and then they a lot of times they'll release like a game or something that has like all those games in one. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And so I went back and I got one of those, and I was like, sweet, I can play all these old school games, like Castlevania or whatever, and I pick it up and I start playing it. I'm like, dude, this sucks. I can't get into it, man.
Hey,
like,
no ripping on Castlevania, but other things maybe. Frogger's not as good as people make it out to be.
Yeah, I mean, but back in the day it was like sweet, man. But now it's like, dude, this But
Broken. iShine did the soundtrack for a Silent Hill game. Is that correct? On PSP.
Yeah. Well, we did the main track. What is it? Love Song. We did the main track on the newest game that they did. Troy Baker came over and he had some ideas, and he wanted to do like a totally new take on it, and more of a rockin' theme or whatever, and then have what's his name, the Japanese guy come in and lay down his awesome lead track, and Akira. So, and then Mary Elizabeth sang over it, and it was pretty awesome, But for us, but yeah, so we did that.
Can you see yourselves doing more of that stuff, or would you rather keep that separate?
Oh no, absolutely, man. That'd be totally cool. We're down for that all the time, and yeah. It's just a matter of somebody saying, hey, we like your stuff. We're gonna use it, or we want you to write something for us. And we've done that often. But then a lot of times, we do it all the time, really, to be honest with you. But then half of those projects never see daylight, or it takes like years, So we just, we did a game, Otakon, the big anime convention. They were having a game, and I was voicing for it, and then they wanted us to play some songs on it, so we wrote a bunch of songs, like a ton of songs for it, like a CD worth of like video game style iShine songs, and some new tracks and what.
I hear that, man.
Yeah. We were thinking about maybe just releasing it and just giving it to the fans to have for free, because now it's not going to happen. It seems like some weird thing, but some weird thing had gone on there because they did Kickstarter through the company, and they raised like over $30,000, and the game never happened. So it's kind of weird. So so we'll probably just release those tracks out somewhere.
All right, I look forward to that. I'll remind you if you forget. So we play a lot of video game music, and I also switch over to iShine a lot on this stream when I'm playing just random games. So I've introduced a few people to iShine from just here.
What is it, Johnny? What was it like lip syncing some 20-year-old white kid for Hannah Montana spinoff on Disney? What?
That's over my head. Did you? I think I may know what he's on about. Maybe you sang for somebody, right? Was it on Disney? Have you worked much with Disney?
No.
No.
Oh, was it for Violetta? Is that what they're talking about?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I did. Dude, I guess is he a white kid? He's Argentinian, I think. He was like from Argentina or whatever. And I think that's what he's talking about. White kid but on Hannah Montana? I don't know.
I don't know. Tom, I remember trying to learn the butterfly twist because of Johnny. It didn't go down well. You don't want a fat guy trying to do spins in here. I don't go very well.
Do you still? Yeah, it could be twist. Trying to learn it, and I keep falling over. Yeah, man, it's I don't know how. I showed Jason Frank how to do it. It's kind of hard to explain it, to be honest with you. You kind of need to be shown or like work through it. Because for me, it was like it was back in Power Ranger days, and I was watching the stunt guys. They would take hits, and they would do a Hong Kong spin, and basically it was a B twist, but they just crashed to the ground, right? And I thought it looked so cool, and so I just started to try doing it, and I was like, but then my instinct was like, wouldn't let me just hit the ground, so my leg went underneath me, and I would land it. And I was
cool.
like, oh. And so it just kind of like happened for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like you've got it or you haven't then.
Yeah, I think you can get it. It's just, it just takes time. You have to break it down in pieces. You gotta separate the twist from the actual lift off, and then, for me at least, there's probably people who teach you differently, but that's how I would do it. Oh, where are we? What was it like playing Lelouch? Lelouch was awesome, man. It was tough in the beginning though. I just wrapped my head around it. Yeah, it's cool. Johnny, ever thought of releasing an unreleased tracks album? And that's funny, man. We have thought about that, but there's there's probably about like 40 unreleased tracks, like from each album. Like Red Stripes, White Lights, there was 20 other totally different songs that never saw the light of day. And there's about 10 from My Paper Kingdom. There's about 6 from Tone of Echoes, and there's 3 from Fall 7. Time Stand Up 8. So like in Revolutionary Waves, I think there's like 1 or 2 also. So like there's a ton of them that didn't make the cut basically. But then it would require us going back through and hashing them out.
So some of my favorite things to do a long time ago was look on YouTube for the live performances of those songs that have never been on the CD. I recommend people do that because it's awesome too. Like, get you excited for stuff that might be released. And, that was my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, there are some of them out there like that, and some of them changed. Some of them actually became like we dissect them, like a couple of them, and put them back together, and then it's we Frankenstein a song back together. I'd say is I don't know. The only problem is like we'd have to spend a lot of time on it, and if at that point it feels so dated as far as the song, that we're just like it doesn't feel right,
At that point, maybe that they don't become unreleased tracks. If you have to put a lot of work into them, it might as well just be another album,
Right, and that was kind of the reason why we left it out, because it didn't quite feel right.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite voice actors to work with and why? Man, I'm not picky. I like working with everyone, and so I don't know.
You just don't want to get into trouble.
Nah. It would be everyone that basically, like Steve Bloom, Yuri, like all those guys. Everyone. Stephanie Shea, there's girls in there too. But I like working with everyone. It's an anime star bread. What did you expect? Oh, I don't even know what that is. Okay.
You and Jason David Frank fucking take it back to the Power Rangers stuff. Power Rangers is what I know over anime, personally. I'm more of a Power Rangers guy. You're working together with Jason David Frank on something? What's that about?
It's funny is Jason and I, man, for years we've been like, hey, let's do this project, and we've had script after, like, we've been through I think 2 or 3 different scripts that we were gonna shoot, and each time we get prepped up or whatever, either he gets super busy and can't do it, or I get super busy and can't do it, so it just hasn't worked out, and he moved. He's not even here. He doesn't live in the same. Like, if he lived in the same town as me, then we'd be able to make things work out. But he's in Houston. I'm out here, and in LA, and so it's just that it doesn't work out. We're not always around each other. So he's been doing a lot of the Wizard World touring stuff and going to a lot of cons. And I'm doing the same sort of thing. So just hasn't happened. It's definitely something that we keep talking about, and we kind of want to happen at some point, but. We're not really sure.
That's cool. You're at a con together soon, right? So maybe we'll get some something happen from then.
Yeah. Involved in the Persona 4 Golden Animation dub. I mean, most likely it just depends on who gets it. And what was your experience when voicing Almaz in Disgaea 3? It was awesome. Almaz was a lot of fun, actually. I had no idea what it was about going into it, but certainly a lot of fun doing it. After all these years since Power Rangers, do you still keep up with your martial arts training? Yes, I do. Of course I do. Well, I guess not of course, because maybe you wouldn't think that, but yes, I do. When I first watched Eureka 7, I didn't know it was Johnny voicing Renton. He sounded different. That's not a question. Okay, it's just a statement. Any news about Love Like Bullets? Yes, there is news. In fact, I'm currently trying to finalize the audio. Going back and forth, some of the audio is screwed up, and I'm doing all the music, I'm scoring it, so I've got to redo a bunch of things, because somehow something got mixed up when lining up the film to the audio, and so we're trying to fix all that stuff. And so I originally was hoping summer release, but it looks like it's probably not going to be. It'll be the end of this year, I bet. But yeah, we're getting there though.
That was one of my next questions. I enjoyed the live action films and stuff. Like, I really enjoyed Hellbinders and Broken Path and stuff. They always seem to get delayed though by years.
Yeah, this one's a pretty cool one. It's definitely a lot lower budget, and we shot it for like $2,000.
Yeah.
And super low budget, but we kind of like. A lot of favors. We stole a lot of locations. We did car chase sequences. Don't do this at home, kids. We did car chase sequences, we did like burnouts and 180 spins on the street. Empty street, by the way. The cops found us. So we got a lot of stuff done in it, and it's a pretty cool project. But we're just hoping it's gonna be able to get us need to be able to do a couple more with a bit more money, so we could do bigger action sequences.
Am I right in thinking that Maurice was working on that too?
Yeah, he did a little bit on that too, yeah. When is that video you filmed with Walter Jones at Comic-Con coming out? Oh, yeah, no, it's all done. We have it posted right now. We just haven't made the link public. And I got to wait for a little bit, unfortunately, and I can't tell you why. But there's, there's some politics involved with that, unfortunately, so I'm not sure when I can show that, or if I'm going to be able to show it. So I wouldn't be able to. I need to talk to Walter and a couple other people and make sure things are cool before I can post anything. Now it's kind of weird, you got to deal with politics in anything you do now, and it sucks, but that's just the way it is.
Okay, awesome. Remember, guys, tweet out the stream. Let people know that we've got Johnny here today. This is a very, very special stream for me. I want to thank everybody that has followed so far today. Joel's A10, Ace London, and Goal Shooter. Thank you all for the follows. It helps out a lot. Thank you all for all the support today. Keep your questions coming in for Johnny. A few people have asked, is there any chance of doing any lines that they request? I know, obviously, some of those voices take a lot out of your throat, so,
I mean, I don't want to shout anything because my daughter is going to freak out, she's a 3-year-old, so. And I can't do anything with it. Bad language or anything. Let's say, what do we got? If it's something small here, how about Ichigo? I'll do something small. Rukia, why do your drawings suck so bad? There's that one. How about Lelouch? I, Lelouch V. Britannia, commend you to play video games.
Nice.
Alright, that's all you guys get.
Oh, we don't get a morphin time? Come on.
Alright. It's all echoey in here. It's gonna sound weird. It's morphin' time!
There we go. Nice.
Down the hallway. How has recording for the old Sailor Moon been like? Man, I've only been in there for one session, and so it was just it wasn't much, actually, to be honest with you. It was just behind the computer screen. I don't know if I assume you're familiar with it, but they haven't seen him exactly yet. They've only heard his voice talking through some kind of screen, or I'm not sure what it was. And so it was kind of a little wonky and filtered, so you couldn't really hear that well. But so I haven't gone into it that much yet. Johnny, how's your family? Great, thanks for asking.
That's how rude of me.
That is rude of you, man.
You didn't ask about my family. You've met my family. Come on,
yeah,
homie.
I was thinking about it. All right. How's your family?
Fine, thank you.
How's mom doing?
She's doing good. She's doing good. Hopefully she's watching through the other room. I have to text everybody, make sure that they knew that we got you on the stream today.
There you go. You have video game projects in the works. Yeah, there are a couple actually out. The only problem with that is I can't talk about anything that I'm currently working on, even regular other voiceover stuff. But yeah, I mean there are things definitely going on. I've got a lot of other new projects, but I just can't talk about them yet. Until they make any announcements and stuff. I thought I saw something about Doraemon, but I don't know. I can't.
What, sorry?
Thought I saw a question about Doraemon, but it's passed already.
I saw somebody say that you're actually doing Doraemon as a shot thing, so...
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah. What Big Bear said, thanks for showing some major class and doing this. Yeah, I second, triple, and third that. I got a lot of love for you, Johnny. Thanks for doing this.
No problem, bro.
Where do I rank this game in the Devil May Cry series? This is the only game that I've actually played in the Devil May Cry series. I was very late to play Devil May Cry, but
is that right? Did you play the other ones at all?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna I know they did a remake or reboot.
Oh, the reboot. Yeah,
recently. That's on my to playlist. This was one that I was specifically saving aside for when this happened.
Right.
Just as it's kind of funny that my name's Nero, you voice Nero,
It makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't played many other Devil May Cry's.
Yeah, I remember the first one. I played the first one ages ago. I thought it was pretty sweet, so I was excited to get this one. I heard a lot of people aren't really happy with the reboot because it's a reboot and they're changing things up and kind of making them real emo-ish or something. But I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, they changed the character's look as well. I thought it was such an iconic look. They changed the look. It's I don't know. It put a sour taste in my mouth instantly, but I'm kind of one of those guys that goes in uproar when anything gets changed anyway, so...
Right. Was it hard to voice Nobita? It's a little hard. It's a higher voice. Let's see. Enjoyed playing as a Sasori. Yeah, Sasori is awesome. Did you enjoy playing? Yes, I did. Naruto is a lot of fun. I usually am just some guy that comes in there and dies at some point, though. Tips for someone looking to get into voice acting? Just go for it. Start acting and then try to get an audition. That's the key, really. That's all I do is just try to audition. Asked to play Nero again, would I like to? Yeah, I would love to, but I just don't think that anybody's going to ask. I mean, I loved it, and I thought, I've only heard really great things about it. There's a lot of those negative people in the very beginning because they just didn't want to have anybody else other than Dante, which I can understand. But I dug it. It was a lot of fun, a lot of freedom in acting and playing the part. And I thought it was pretty sweet looking and cool. So I'd love to, but I really doubt that it's ever going to happen.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're gonna make another Devil May Cry of the reboot.
Yeah, after that reboot, I mean, I imagine if everybody's really ticked off about it, they'll go back to the timeline, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, so the problem is they got to deal with everybody, saying things. How was it playing in Knights of Sidonia? Man, if you guys haven't checked out Knights of Sidonia, check it out. It's pretty cool. It's not like a fast pace anything. It's much more character building, but it's a pretty sweet show. It's on Netflix. I'm not sure if you guys get it wherever you're at, but at this point it's only on Netflix. But
Knights of Sidonia. I'll have to remember that. I actually just got Netflix, so I'll give it a look.
yeah, check it out. It's a pretty cool show. But 90% of my dialogue is just a reaction. Like, what other artists, musicians do you listen to now? Good question. It's funny. I don't listen to a lot of people.
Just listen to yourself. Arrogant guys. We've gotten. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's not. It's not that I don't want to. I just, usually I'm pretty busy, to be honest with you, and I'm usually working half the time, or doing our own thing, recording or writing our own music. So, I do listen to a lot of different stuff: Beatles, The Who, like some older stuff. The only newer kind of things I've listened to will be like a Middle Class Rut. I thought it's pretty sweet. Not this latest album, but the one prior to that was pretty good. Not that it was bad, I just didn't like it as much. I don't know. I kind of, I hate listening to radio because they play the same crap over and over,
Yeah.
Not sure if it's the same everywhere where you guys are all at, but for me here, it's like you tune in and it's all, nothing against dance music or anything like that or hip hop, but that's all they're playing right now. Even on the rock stations, like I want to hear some real drums. Like I want to hear like some dynamics in the drums and somebody I just want somebody who's actually playing something, Is that, Muse, yeah, Muse is pretty sweet. I dig Muse. But I haven't been listening to a whole lot of music. I've been mostly working, trying to finish up my studio and then laying down all these tracks and mixing and stuff and trying to find a new drummer and get that person caught up and all that stuff. Metallica was cool back in the day. Yeah, I don't listen to them now though.
I keep looking in the mirror because I get better looking every day. You only listen to your own music. It keeps getting better every day.
Every morning when I wake up, I'm like, hey, it's me. I'm awesome.
PMA, positive mental attitude. You need it.
No, it sounds arrogant. No, I just listen. To be honest, when I listen to it, it's always like, dang it, that sucked. Why did I do that? Let's change that. Hey, let's re-record this. Let's do this. Let's fix this. This one's terrible. It's really just me nitpicking every single thing that I do. Iron Maiden. Man, back in the day, I don't know.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, when I was growing up, I was more about trying to figure out who I was, man. I wasn't big on, much. I listened to music, but I wasn't as into it, to be honest with you, And I would listen to it. I wasn't opposed to it, and nothing weird like that. But it was like the only time I would record like songs and stuff like off the radio, like throwing a cassette tape when I heard my favorite song on or whatever, But then I don't even remember what those favorite songs were, which is weird. Maybe that's just weird. I don't know if I'm the only person that's like that, but I don't listen to I don't follow a lot, or didn't grow up following a lot. Now I do. I'll hear a song, like if I hear a new song from Muse or whatever and I like it, I'll just buy the whole album and be like, sweet, but I do that. It's really a song by song thing, really. And it could be any style, I guess. I can hear a song and I'm like, dude, this has got a good rhythm. This has got good heart or whatever. This has got good emotion. And then I'll just pick it up, And the sad thing is I buy the whole album and I only really like that one song.
Yeah.
That's why I guess with our music, I try to, like, when I put out an album, I want there to be a couple songs you might like. So it's not like if you listen to an album that we do, there might be a theme to it and a style to it. but then each song there might be something like totally different from this song to the next, just because I got a little bit of that. I get I don't know what you would call that. It's like music ADD or something. Like I need something to change up a little bit for me.
Yeah, I think you can tell that with some of the iShine. Well, with a lot of the iShine albums, like the styles change a lot. I think we actually spoke about this before, so.
Yeah, it does. It flip flops around. And really, it's kind of really because of the fans. You know, it's like we did the first album, and people were like, "Oh, you guys need to do something harder." So we did My Favorite Kingdom. Then, "Oh, yeah, it's too hard. You guys need to do something mellow." So we did Tone of Echoes. And it's too mellow. You need something heavy. You need to scream. And so we did Revolution Airwaves. And then it's like just always like when people say something, we try to adjust to it. And then I try to adjust to it with my emotions, what I'm going on with. What does this say? When you're finished renovating your garage studio, will you be recording other artists in LA again, like you did with Service Interruption? You know what? I don't know, man. I Service Interruption is awesome. They're a good group of guys, and you know, I have recorded a couple other bands, you know, just for fun and for free, and even Todd Habercorn, just getting them in and just letting them do whatever record stuff. But you know what? I realized it just takes a lot of time, you know, and it's easy for me to record something, right, and then to fix it and adjust it and then find the sweet spot and the thing that I like. But to figure out what that person likes is totally different, you know. So for any of those people, like I did their thing, you know, and I mixed it and I sent it out. I'm like, this feels good to me. Send it back to them, you know, and then they have like 100 different notes on it, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, but then it becomes a preference thing, and then it's like, oh, they want more of this, they want more of that, they like this instead, you know. And so then it's like, then I'm working around what they like, and then that's where and then once I started doing that, I'm like, you know what? I feel like at this point I'm taking away from what they want. I'm not really giving them exactly what they want because I really like it this way, and so but I end up doing it the way they want it, and so I think I'm just gonna stick to just doing my own thing. I've got my own, obviously, band. We're going to be recording our own stuff there, but I'm doing my own projects now. I'm starting to do some other voiceover stuff on my own, so I'll be doing a few things like that here as well. But what is this?
I'll just say a quick few hellos as well. See you later, Brad. Thanks for modding, dude. And what's up, Tomo? Welcome to the cast. Welcome, everybody who's just joined us. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, go ahead, man.
More JYP and Vic Mignogna duets. Yeah, we did that one. What was First Noel? Christmas, his Christmas thing. Yeah, he sent me some tracks, and hey, he's really talented too, musically, and a musician and a singer and a voice actor. You know, and then we did that song. And it was just a totally different style for me, man. And I felt so uncomfortable. It's much more contemporary, you know, his style. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it is, but it was like just out of my realm, you know. And like it just felt weird, like trying to I felt like I was like trying to sing like Boyz II Men or something, you know, and sing pretty. Because Vic sings really pretty, and me, I don't think it's that pretty. I think it's more just kind of just a different thing, you know. And but I don't know if I'll do that anymore because I felt so uncomfortable doing it. Just because it just felt weird. Trigun, since it was your first voice acting role, how is it? Trigun was scary, man, but it was a lot of fun. It was taking on something totally different from Power Rangers. An actual lead role that's talking all the time.
First role is always very important as well.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that was seriously. That was fun though, man. I enjoyed it. What was the most tough character to voice? Adachi was pretty tough, yeah. But actually, Lelouch was a little bit. It was harder. Renton in Eureka 7 was pretty tough, actually.
It's very soft voice, isn't
it? Yeah. My least favorite character. Good question. My least favorite character would be I don't know the name of the game, but I got called up and said, "Hey, we want you to come in and voice this character in a game." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I show up, and then it's it's just like a goblin or whatever, and the dialogue was just vowels, and so. And I was like, what is this? And it's like, yeah, you're playing a goblin, so it's mostly just screechy noises and like, that sort of stuff. And so I did that for like 4 to 6 hours or whatever it was, and blew my throat out. I couldn't work for like the rest of the week. So
Nice.
I don't know the game, but the character, Goblin, whatever, 13 or however many he was.
There you go.
But
Search on IMDb, guys. Look for Goblin 13.
I don't know if you can, because I don't even know the name. Is Bleach done? As far as I'm concerned, as far as what we've got, yeah, it's done. Japan has not done any more episodes. I would like them to continue a little bit more, just to be able to give it a solid ending. I mean, it ended, but and I feel like I wanted a little bit more for that ending. I guess I have so many more questions still, which are being answered in the manga. But we don't all read the manga. Would you consider doing musicals, theater? That's a funny question. There was a time where a friend of mine does, Jason Narvi, actually. If you guys know Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers, he's Skull, and he's a professor and does theater and all that good stuff. And we had talked about that a little bit from time to time. But I don't know. I mean, there was a time when I thought, I don't know where this thought came from, but I thought, what if I wrote a musical, like a rock musical, like not something cheesy, but something really gritty and just raw and crappy distorted guitars all over the place, And I thought about it, and then I thought, nah. Because that just seems ridiculous. Nobody would listen to it. All right, let's see. Where are we at?
He did direct one of the iShine music videos. It was Hope So Far Away. Is that the one?
No, Narvi did.
Our Whole Lives Tonight.
Yes, he did Our Whole Lives Tonight. Yeah, he did that one.
Devil May Cry just crashed on me, guys. I'll get this running back
Yes.
up as soon as possible.
Great.
At least it was mid-mission. No, not mid-mission. It was Alright, I gotta reopen that. Not responding. No.
JYP, what's your favorite part of interacting with your fans like this? This is. I mean, that's it. That you hit it right there. The favorite part is actually interacting with people. Because I mean, I know not everybody does it, but I don't know if you can tell. I'm just a regular guy. I'm nothing special. I mean, yeah, I do some voiceover work here and there, but I'm just a regular guy. I like to hang out and I like to talk to people and just be cool. I don't consider myself better than you or anybody else. Just a down to earth guy, I guess. I don't know. I'm an average guy, really. And so just being able to talk and hang out is kind of cool. I don't get to do it a whole lot because work and everything else keeps me pretty busy. But yeah, there we go. What was that? I saw. What was that?
What, me? Big screen?
Yeah.
Seeing my big face? It's my new personal background. Oh man, my computer's lagging out so much. It's when I just want to sit here and talk to people directly. Just sit here running my mouth for a little bit. I got a little power morpher for myself to sit in, so I can do this little thing. You'll see that in a second.
There we go.
Yeah. That was actually made by one of my mods, Loopy, who deserves a lot of love because he's done tons to my channel. God damn, this is so laggy right now. I'll try and get the game up and running as soon as possible, guys. If you want to continue on, Johnny.
Yeah, all right. Can I Skype you? You could. I don't go on Skype that often, though, unfortunately. You can find me on... Yeah, if you guys want to find me, you can find me on Instagram or Twitter or my Facebook page, / Johnny Yong Bosch. That's really the best way. If I post something... If I post up anything and you write a comment in there, I will probably see it, and I may even, respond to it. Especially if I'm on the run, then I'll also respond to like one or two. But if I have a second, I'll try to talk to a few people in there. You can post on my page. You can send me messages, but I get thousands of them, so it's harder for me to keep track of those.
Yeah.
But, if you post, if I make a post and you respond and a comment and have a question, you just throw the question in there and I'll try to answer it. Skype I don't often do, except for occasions like this.
I don't think my computer could handle Johnny's face on screen right now. It's proven to.
I noticed that there are some works with you and Bryce Papenbrook early and recent. How's it like working with Bryce? Is awesome, by the way. Yeah, he's cool. I totally dig the guy. He's a regular guy, he's kind of, I guess he doesn't have a big head. He's cool, average guy, and great actor. If you could voice a character in any video game, who would it be? I don't know. When can we expect a new music video or iShine experience? Great question. Well, we're starting to shoot a new music video. I want to shoot a bunch of videos for the new album, and so we're starting to shoot one with some of the fans actually at Vox Reacts tour, which is in August 16th in Anaheim. So a few of the fans, if they're sticking around for a little bit, we're gonna shoot a couple things for them to throw in the video.
That's cool.
Yeah. But we're planning on shooting quite a few because there's so many songs on this latest album that we just really like, and we know that it costs a bit of money and takes a bit more time to be able to shoot videos and cut it all together. Usually Maurice was, I passed that stuff off to him a while ago, the iShine video experience.
I was gonna say he seemed to put the most work in with that, so.
Yeah, so he was kind of the main guy on that, and so it's hard for me to take that back on. I used to be me, but now it's like for me to do that and then do everything else, it's just too much. And Polo's not going to run around with the camera, and I can't expect Jenny to do the same thing, And so, we may have to find somebody who's willing to run around with us. And so, I'll probably end up editing something. I think our next step, as far as the video stuff is concerned, I think we've had this DVD basically that we've been working on for years, but people keep on leaving the band, and it's like now what are we gonna do? Reshoot it, And so basically it's like it's an evolving thing, and so we're probably gonna end up releasing a DVD before releasing another iShine experience. We might do one more, but I don't know. We do have some really cool things on the horizon right now. We haven't really, we haven't signed with the label. We're not signed right now, but we've got some interest here lately. And so if you've been around the old school days, there might be a chance. I'm surprised that we even got contacted because they just don't sign people anymore. So then, that might change. Might stay the same. It just depends on how things could go.
Alright, I might have to change up games here in a second, guys, because this is running very poorly, and it didn't save before it crashed, so that's always fun way to start a game. PC games can run terribly, but I can switch it up to something. I'll see what else I can get running real quick here, guys. What's up, Nina? Nina's my girlfriend. She's in the chat, says hey to you, Johnny. And what's up, everybody, for coming in. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Sorry for the problems that I'm having with Devil May Cry. It did set me back, Crash-On, yeah. Yeah, what did you think of my tattoo when I first showed you it? Some crazy fools finally got an iShine tattoo.
I was shocked, man. I saw that tattoo. I was like, holy cow. But it looks awesome, I was like, that's pretty sweet. It's kind of cool, actually, man. That's a logo, that was like our old school logo. We still use it, but that was something I originally designed, back in the day. And so it's kind of
that.
Yeah, I designed that one. I try not to do too much of the designing as far as that. Try to like have some people, we hire people or we ask some fans to do it. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yours is actually one of the best I've seen. Seen a couple more that are pretty good, but they've never done that big of a spot and with that much color. So it looks pretty.
It takes up my whole forearm, so I should probably show it off if people haven't seen it before.
Yeah, it's great, man.
It's pretty much what got me to first start talking to iShine properly. So I love it. It's my baby.
No, it's good for like if you're gonna elbow somebody in the face so they can kind of see our thing just coming right at them.
Should
Good for
stamp it on there. All right, let's get some iShine running in the background. I'm gonna play a little indie game because it's not very stressful on my computer. So just get that changed over.
Yeah, the E logo, Tom. I designed that ages ago with the circle and the stars, and because we just needed it was an E actually. We had a different logo. It was just an E, but there's another band, and I think I can't remember the name. It was like Elm Street or something weird like that, and they stole our logo, and we tried to like fight them on it, but then it was like, man, what's the point? It's not like it's worth the money to fight for that sort of thing. And so I just designed one that was like, really obvious that it was ours. Because half the people won't even know what it is, at first, And so, yeah, I designed that one. So how is everyone? I think everyone's cool.
I hope everyone's cool. Yeah, I can pretty much say Johnny designed my arm. That's awesome.
James.
I've got Power Ranger tattoos as well, so it kind of all works. This T-shirt, this was my wrestling tag teams T-shirt that we designed with the Power Rangers logo. So Johnny's been a big part of my life in different aspects, I guess. It's been a guy to look up to. It's awesome. Change the name of the band just to spite Nero. Well, that's a bit mean, B-Smith.
Yeah. I mean, there was some talk of that earlier on when Maurice decided to leave, And
really?
There's like, well, I wonder if we should just change, It's like, should we just stop?
Dang.
Should we quit? Should we keep going? And it was a span of about a week where we were trying to decide if we should continue, or if we should change the name, start new, or.
I got another arm, man. I got a bare arm over here.
No, we aren't going to change it though. We're sticking to it.
Good.
I mean, yeah, he's leaving the band, but it's sad, but it's just I don't want to sound rude, but it's like you can get a drummer pretty easily, Finding someone as good as him though is tough. It was definitely tough.
Well, you guys were friends. He was.
Yeah. I mean,
friends with you for ages, hasn't he?
He's like a brother to me. He really is. He's like my little brother, and it's just it's a bummer, but you know what? He's got to like think about his life. He's got to think about his future, and to be honest, really, the band we don't make a whole lot of money. We money to be able to make more CDs, and basically it's like, and you probably, I don't know if you guys have gone. I got like a little store at ishine.storeenvy.com, and we sell our merch there, and I have like a ton of like autographed pictures, and that's basically all just to fund the band so that we can continue and just keep on going. And so that really, that's where we make any kind of money, and obviously there's not enough there otherwise Maurice would stick around,
Yeah.
And so he's got to get a job. He's got a girlfriend. He's got to make sure that she can have a life, a future with him. And so yeah, he can't stick around, unfortunately.
Cheers, Loopy. I did forget to turn up the music. That's my bad.
It's the Silent album. It's an hour of silence.
Best silence I've ever heard. Alright.
I live in California. I don't know where everybody else lives.
I know I got one of my friends from Twitch, Big Bear Kraus. He's going to see you in October, so I'm gonna make sure that they know to say that they found you from me.
Nice. What are the best parts of being a father? Best parts. I mean, there's so much, you know, and just seeing her, my daughter, become a little person, and having conversation with her, you know, and what we like to watch the sunset and play games. We broke our swords. We had these, you know, you can get those lightsabers or whatever from like we got them at Disneyland or something like that, and we usually fight with those, you know. So she's pretty rough.
I think I saw this story. What was it? She hit your thumb?
Yeah, she hit my thumb, you know, like we're like lightsaber fighting, you know, and she caught my thumb, and I was like, you hit my thumb. And she's like, but that's because I'm a good fighter. Yeah, so she's better than me, apparently. I would have had my thumb cut off in a real fight. And she would have probably killed me. When new music comes out, are you gonna bring a tour to Australia? I'd love to, you know, but that's a ton of money, you know? I mean, I don't know if we can afford that. That's why we kind of stick to, like, if a con brings us out, it's so much easier if a con or some event brings us out because they cover all that travel, you know? We did a tour through the States, you know, and Texas, like we did a Texas tour, and we were cool, you know, we broke even because we had enough Texas fans to be able to like help us just fund that whole thing and pay for the rentals and everything. So we were cool. And then we decided, hey, we're gonna go a little bit further, try to the East Coast. And we lost we lost a lot of money doing it. You know, and it cost more to drive out there, and not as many people came out, you know. And so if you're out on the East Coast and you're wondering why we don't come out there that often, because you guys don't show up, you know. So
there you go, guys. It's your fault. It's your fault.
All our fault. No, it was just tough, man. It's hard to gauge. You don't know, you know. You have like 30 people say they're going to show up, and then they end up not doing it, you know. So
I'd mentioned to Manda before that you'd gone to New Zealand.
Yeah, we did
with a combo, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And Australia as well, and that was with a con. Usually, if they bring us out, we try to stick around for a little bit longer and play a few shows if we can. But the other thing about doing that is you got to get, you know, permission to do things. Like I remember New Zealand, we had to have permission to play on the street and stuff, and so we had to go get permits and all that. It's a little tougher. What was that? I saw something about Ruben. I talked to Ruben Langdon the other day at a con, and I asked him what it was like to work with you, and he said that he enjoyed it a lot. He said that he had a little bromance with you. Is it true? And what was it like for you working with Ruben, DMC4, and Power Rangers and such? Ruben's an awesome guy. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's super healthy though. You know, he's like one of those guys that's like, he takes his vitamins. He eats totally like right for his body, and you know, and
who wants to do that?
He's really awesome. He's got it just down, you know. He doesn't pollute his body, which is a great thing, you know. But man, I don't see how he does it. He's a good guy, man. He's a great actor. He does everything, man. He does stunts. He directs. He does, you know, he does the whole thing. So he's very talented. Great guy to know, and a great guy to just hang out with. He's very funny too. You maybe at first meeting him, you wouldn't really know, but obviously I was in Japan with him, and he was giving us like the wrong phrases to say to Japanese people. If you want to go to the bathroom, he was telling us something completely different, where they would look at you, think you're crazy. But yeah, he's a good guy. He really is. Come to Ohio. I'll be there. I think I am going to Ohio. Is it MatsuriCon in Ohio?
Pass on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
It was based on Zelda. Yeah, this game was very loosely based on Zelda. It's an indie game called The Blind of Isaac. It's got a bit of a mess up story, so I'll leave it to you guys to go find it out. But this is a game that it's quite easy for me to play and read chat and listen and talk and stuff. So,
Any chance of you coming to a UK con anytime soon? I was just there not too long ago. You know what? I was gonna go to another one this October, but they decided they want me to go to a couple different ones next year instead. So it's either go October for one or go to two, next year. So it looks like I'll probably be there next year. I think. I can't guarantee because I haven't really signed any agreement yet, but it's possibly going to be next year for a couple of them. One I think is in London, and I'm not quite sure where the other one is.
Okay. My girlfriend said, "Will you play at mine and her wedding?"
Yeah. When is that? When is that going to be?
In about 55 years.
55 years.
She'll kill me for that. Should show the video of us and JRB. Maybe if we go for a break when Johnny has to jump out, I'll show the video and I'll go for a little break. But get to it. That dumb video that we shot back in May, Johnny.
Oh, right.
Back in Stonehenge.
That's right. The Milton Keynes Stonehenge.
That's the one. Dead air from.
Where is everybody at that's on this chat room?
Well, obviously you got a few of us from the UK. Where are you all at? Let's get some countries in the chat, guys.
Pensacola, Florida. I don't know. Is that anywhere near Orlando?
What are some of your favorite places you've visited?
London's pretty cool. New Zealand, Australia, parts of Canada that I like. Texas it's hot, but I love going to Texas. Where else? New York's pretty cool. I mean, everywhere we go, there's always something kind of sweet. We went to Brazil. We played a little bit in Brazil. Japan's really fun to go to. It's super expensive, though.
I'd love to go to Brazil.
Yeah.
We've got people from all over the US, Netherlands.
Ireland. Oh, Ireland. I was in Ireland. That was pretty awesome. Except it was always cold and rainy there. Let's see. Netherlands. Whoa. Scotland. I'd like to go back to Ireland, though. That was pretty fun.
See, I've never been to Ireland, and it's so close. Go traveling. Next time you're down there, I'll make the effort.
There you go. Probably won't be up for a while. I'm sure that they're not going to have me back out soon. But it was fun. Would love to know when you're in the UK. Yeah, like I said, it's probably going to... I think there's one in January that I might be going to, and then a couple months after that. Or no, a few months after that, back in, I think it's the summertime. Well, summer for me, I don't know about you guys. Colorado.
I'll make sure that I'm up to date with when you're coming here. I'll be letting people know all the time, because I'm on Twitch pretty much every single day doing this. So
awesome.
I like to keep up when I get to meet Johnny and other stuff like that. So I'll be letting you guys know when that happens. We'll try and get something happening. Last time in May, we went for a meal, and it was going to be a meetup, and it was only Tom that came with us.
That's right.
We'll have a bit more
we posted
a bit more notice.
So it was
notice next time, and we'll make sure something happens.
Yeah,
There's
but
a lot of Australians in here, Kraz.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah, we got. Well, it's really late for them now. Well, what is it? It's like 5 a.m. for some of them, I think. No. It's 1. I can't do maths at the minute. 3 a.m. for some of them. So, Loopy, Bread, and Manda, they're all from Australia, and there's a few others.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, you were meant to come, Nino.
How long is this Skype with Johnny gonna last? Looks like 15 more minutes, I think.
Cool.
yeah, I gotta. These guys are coming out, and I gotta like get out there and make sure they're doing everything right. Did Polo get his visa? He did get a visa, but it expires, I think, in a year and a half or something like that. So he's gotta, like, each time he's gotta like redo something or try to go through the hoops again. But hopefully, because he got it the last time, it won't be as hard.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping, at least.
Does he have to go back to Japan to do that?
I don't know, to be honest with you. He might have to go back and fill up this.
He's there now, isn't he? Or recently?
Who would win in a guitar battle, me or Polo? I think Polo would win. Well, I guess it depends on what the battle is. If it's based on cleaner guitars and delays, I think I would win. If it's based on distorted soloing, Polo's gonna win. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, Polo's a great lead guitarist. He's better than I am at playing guitar. Ash, I never played Kentucky. No, we haven't. Will you play anytime in the future there? I don't know. We'd love to. Yeah, it's. I just didn't think that anybody would want to hear us there.
Sure there are. It's just getting the con thing like you were saying before, right?
Yeah. Getting a con to have us out is the best way for us to get out there. Like, basically, if there's a con near you and you want us to come play, or you want me to be there, then you need to hit up that con. And, because usually they have a forum that has like a request your guest or whatever. And then so just go there and request us. And that's really the only way that we'll get an invite from them. Or you can buy stuff from our store and hope that we have enough money to do a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the only way. Did you turn into a cat in this thing?
No, but there is a way that you can turn into a cat. There's this game. It's pretty messed up, but yeah, you'll see some weird things. Basically, what I'm shooting out is my tears. So
okay.
That gives you a little idea of what's going on there. But no, it's easy playing, all right. It's easy playing. Johnny doing an English accent. Go on, Johnny, what you got?
English accent. I don't do an English accent. Alright, let's see. I might go to see your concert in DC. I'm gonna cosplay Fangirl version of Yu-Gi-Oh! If I go. That'd be pretty sweet. I'd like to see it. What guitarist inspired you? Really, it was a friend of mine, actually. It wasn't a famous person. It was a buddy of mine named James. And I lived in Texas, and I had gone off and he started to learn the guitar, right? And I took off and I went and I was doing Power Rangers. And after a couple of years, he came out to visit and he was this amazing guitarist, and I saw him playing and it was just really awesome. And so I thought, dude, I'm going to get a guitar. So I got a guitar and I left it in my closet for a long time. And then, after Power Rangers, I couldn't get a job because of reasons I don't need to explain. It was just tough at that time, and being half Asian was really rough. But anyways, not going to go into too many details. But then I had this guitar in my closet that I was going to teach myself how to play, and I picked it up and started to learn how to play. That was really how it started. Does anyone actually buy the regular Kentucky Fried Chicken now that they have the boneless fried chicken?
I missed that. Oh, no, I see it now. Whoops, wrong chat. What kind of chat room are you sitting in, Beastman?
Yeah, seriously, is it?
That's funny.
But I like me some fried chicken, and
I like
don't
fried chicken too. I ain't judging.
I actually prefer the bone. I don't know. Is that just me? I prefer to deal with the bone. It's weird.
It's more juicy when there's a bone. That's for sure.
It tastes different to me with the bone. I don't know. It's not as juicy, I don't think, is it? I don't know. Maybe
boneless is dry, surely.
I hear
that, right?
That's my one thing is I cannot stand dry chicken.
Yeah.
So yeah. Have you ever met any other famous anime voice actor? Yes, I have. That I enjoyed to talk to. Yeah, Steve Bloom's awesome. Everyone I've met just about everyone. Anyway, at a con, And they're great to talk to, people. A shout out for the favorite prez before you go, and when will... Wait, Foxy Red, is that Christy?
Is that Christy?
Yeah, it is. When will I get my video that I ordered? It's been 2 weeks. You know what's funny is that so there's this thing called celebvm.com, and basically you can go on there and like $25. It's a thing for there, and you pay, and basically I'll shoot a video of me saying hi or whatever to you, and it's just an organized way of me doing it. And they used to send me these emails, like I would get if somebody ordered one, it would shoot me an email, but it hadn't been doing that for the past couple of weeks. And I just saw the other day when Christy was like, she had said waiting for my video, and I was like, what? And so I checked, and I have like a handful of videos, so I'm going through them all right now and trying to catch up. And I'm not making any announcements on them because I don't need more work right now and having to do that. But I'm trying to get those all done. I'm trying to get caught up, Chrissy. Stop bugging me. You'll get yours. Don't you worry about it. And you're not going to like it either. Let's see. Johnny, do you have any explanation for why old men in anime are always badass? Are they always?
The first thing that came to my head there was Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z. He's not badass. He's kind of the opposite.
Tips on how to be a better rhythm guitarist. Just keep doing it. Just keep playing. Or do you have tips for me to be a better rhythm guitarist? Would you mind briefly explaining the concept behind the lyrics in Disarray? Still one of my favorite I Shine songs. Tom, should I explain it?
Explain it if you like. Oh, I mean,
yeah.
Play it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because here's the thing is, like, I could explain the reason behind a lot of the lyrics, and I used to do that, but it kind of removes the mystery of the song, and it also, gives it only one purpose, one meaning, and I kind of like it to have multiple meanings. I like it to mean something different for every person, and that's kind of how I write. I like to write to where it would maybe can take on different forms for different people. So next time I see you, Tom, I'll tell you why. But I don't want to say anything right now in case somebody has a different feeling in their mind. Johnny, do you like Taco Bell? I do like Taco Bell. I don't eat it that often because I shouldn't, but I mean I do. I really do like Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's my favorite, and that's kind of why they ask those kind of Taco Bell questions. And I just rub it in my face that we don't get Taco Bell here.
Oh, is that right, dude? I love Taco Bell, but yeah, don't tell Ruben, man. He would not like that. I don't. What is it? Johnny also loves the Bruce Lee burger. Oh yeah, that Bruce Lee burger. I tried that. It was.
Well, I didn't have that one.
It wasn't as I thought it was gonna be, but
my nephew Owen out ate us all though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Like
he had that huge double-sized burger compared to all of us. My nephew's been on cast with me a few times these past couple of weeks, and he's been a bit of a hit. But yeah, he out ate me and Johnny. So
yeah, yeah. You guys need to feed that guy more. He is so hungry. Have I even cosplayed? I have cosplayed once as Kiba from Wolfstrain. In Broken Path, did you bump your head? Yes, I did, and I split it open and had to get stitches in my head. Being half Asian is tough. A police officer once thought my ID was fake because it said that I was white, but I look Asian. Yeah, that's funny. Actually, I think mine says the same thing. Has there ever been a character you wish you voice acted? I don't know. I mean, I like voice acting. I'll bug you all I want. Yeah, all right, Christy. Yeah, I'm gonna get to your video. Don't you worry. And I'm gonna make sure it's something ridiculous. Let's see. Favorite types of guitars. I love Fender. I'm a Fender guy, but I like finding guitars that kind of you can get a couple different tones out of it, and I like being able to have there's a certain clean tone that I like, and if I can't find it in the guitar, then I'm not even gonna mess with it. But then it's also got to have a certain amount of distortion within the guitar itself, so that if I do pop in some kind of distortion plug or whatever, pedal or whatnot, then it'll give me the noise I want. But that's more guitar talk. Unless you're into guitars, maybe it won't make sense.
It's foreign to me, I gotta say.
Yeah, all right. What is your favorite song you've done? I dig a lot from the new album. Yeah, I really do. There's a ton of them in there, and I got, I create a lot of the drum. Like usually when I write a song, I also create the drum tracks, and then I would with Maurice. I would just send him my drum tracks, and then I would say, "Can you come up with something similar to this? Something with the same feel, maybe with do the same pattern, or whatever." And he would kind of make it his own or adjust it. And so I did that with this new album, and with each album I make it a little more complicated, and this next album is going to be a little tougher than the last one. Oh shoot, I missed a call. No, it's all good, man. I'm just I gotta figure out
What's up, Noah? Good to see you, dude. I'm sorry if we missed any messages, guys. I've been trying to get Johnny to read all of these.
Let me just jam through a couple of these. Favorite song? There's a new song called Paper Hearts. So Majestic is also another one that I really like. That was off the new one. Favorite anime? I like Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. I wasn't in it, but I like it. Any future works with Bryce Papenbrook? Yeah, there are actually a few, but I can't talk about it. Guess who's back? I don't know. Is it Kizo Karaza?
It is, and you said that perfectly.
Hey Johnny, have you tried the quadruple burger at In-N-Out? No, the double is as far as I've gone. You're brave to take on any more than that. You're half Asian. What? What's the other half? White. It's a German-Irish mutt mix. My dad is. Kiba, as in Kiba from Wolf's Rain? Yes.
The man, Keizo.
What guitar do you play, Johnny? Right now I've got a couple Fenders that I play. I got a Strat and a Telecaster that I dig. And the Telecaster I have, only 70 were made, so I have one of 70. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let people know that you're hanging out. Oh, that's not for me.
Yeah, that's just sending some tweets out. Well, it's Johnny's finish as well on the Skype call today. I will be here. I'll still be chatting. I'm still going to be playing games, so make sure you stick around. I can answer some of the other questions that you may have missed during this.
Nero knows half the stuff that I've done and where I'm at and all that good stuff. And you know, if you have a question and he can't answer it, he'll just let me know and I'll answer it for him, and he can tell you what the answer is later.
Yeah,
but thanks for hanging out, guys. Stick around and watch him beat this game, I guess. What are those?
I'll beat it.
You'll beat it? All right. Yeah, so if you guys, you guys can find me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, Johnny Yong Bosch. You can just hit up Nero again, and
I've got all the links. I'll send you the right way.
Yeah, we'll do this again sometime, so don't worry.
That would be awesome, man. I'll keep nagging you whenever you got some free time. I'll be nagging at you, getting you back on here. I'm sure people seem to enjoy it.
Cool.
Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it, brother.
No problem, man. You take care, all right?
All right, catch you later, buddy.
All right, later. Later, guys.
All right, guys. That was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming here. If you're just coming here to chat with JYB, I hope that exceeded expectations. That was such a cool experience to be able to do that, so I hope you all enjoyed that. Hopefully you can you'll stick around. I'll tell you a little bit about this game if you're interested in this game at all. It's a very funny indie game. It's got a lot of story to it, so I can do all that. I can also give you some more insight on Johnny if you want that. So yeah, I can also respond to things in chat a lot easier now. Like when you're in a call with somebody, you don't want to talk over each other. You don't want to be doing any of that stuff. I'm glad you guys really enjoyed that. I've had a ton of follows. BSmith94, Captain Shinigami Boy, Mike Hoker.